at no means I'm comparing Team Pakistan to probably what Zimbabwe, Kenya went through, but you said that they're not finding those new players. Somewhere do you think Pakistan is also struggling to find those new players? And what has changed? They were defending champions, they were the hosts, they have changed 9 coaches in 8 years. So just constant changes of coaches, constant change of management, do you think that's probably the reason they're not backing their playing 15 or not finding new talent?
I mean, if you look at it, it's actually 8 coaches in literally 5 to 6 years, because at least Mickey Arthur had a respectable 3 year respectable 3-year run. After that, it's got sort of faster. No, I think, look, the fact of the matter is whether at this point in time, who is sitting out there outside, who you're looking at and saying this guy needs to come in immediately, he's not got a chance, they've selected the wrong team. And I think Aqib Javed was very honest about it.
Yes.
I mean, are they selecting the right team? The truth is, the better question to ask is, do they have the talent? Who is the new talent in Pakistan? Who is there that they're looking at and saying, these guys are going to be the top players?
Well, this is something...
Do one more thing. Look at Pakistan in the under-19 tournament. Yeah. Pakistan used to be a force in under-19 cricket. They are no longer in the scene at all. You will not see Pakistan doing that well in under-19 tournament. A tournament where now Bangladesh does pretty well.
I'd still like to believe that in the system, the wild, chaotic system, it'll keep throwing up people. It is then up to the mentors, the system, to take a player from here up to here. Imran Khan was the greatest at that. Took a Wasim, took a Waqar, took an Inzamam, took players like those, Saeed Anwar, took players like those and made them into absolute greats, and that is why Imran would be the greatest captain that Pakistan will ever have. Now look what is happening. So many talented players coming through, and you look at them and you say, wow, in 3 years they'll be here. And in 3 years, they're here. And that includes people like Shaheen Shah Afridi. It includes people like Naseem Shah. I don't know if when you first saw Naseem Shah, if you didn't just do this.
155, it was...
You didn't just do this and say,
a 17-year-old kid doing that.
Where is this? Whether you were 17 or not.
Or now 19, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Just look like this. You saw Shaheen Afridi, you looked at this and you said, for the next 10 years. No, Naseem Shah is not even there. He's dropped a notch. Shaheen Afridi's dropped a notch.
So is it the coaches you feel that there's just no...
Or I don't know what the air they're breathing. I don't know what the air they're breathing is. Are they desperate to want to do well, to get better? There are a couple of batters I saw. Saim Ayub, unfortunately, was injured. The thing is, if you don't play a tournament, you become the greatest player in the world. Because if you were there, all the planets would have changed, all the constellations would have changed, and suddenly Mohammad Shami would have gone 10 overs for 155. Everything would have changed when you're injured and you're not there. But he's a very good player. But look at all the Fakhar Zaman. Did he become the world player that you thought he would become? I saw Abdullah Shafiq bat, and Ramiz was telling me suddenly he's got into all kinds of technical issues. So players are coming up, but they're not becoming the players they can be. Why are they not becoming the players they can be? That graphic there. Not just that graphic. What is behind that graphic? Remember, I sat on this very chair and said, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Zaka Ashraf. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is Najam Sethi. On Sunday, they sit and decide who should start the next week. Now there's a new chairman. The new chairman suddenly says, we're going to play one-day cricket, and he appoints 5 mentors, pays 5 mentors the kind of money that Pakistan Cricket Board may or may not be able to afford, and all of a sudden it's there. Tomorrow there'll be another chairman. Then what happens? And it is that churn at the top that is causing the churn at the bottom. I mean, it's very easy for us to sit here. We hate it when people from outside and say, this is what India should do, right? So I'm sure people in Pakistan, if they do watch this, they're hating me for saying this because it's very easy to say this. But sometimes it's good to hear what people outside are saying about you.
The other thing is that with all it's not that the Indian cricket is a house where everyone loves everyone and everything is in order. We've had committees taking over, we had stuff taken over. But none of it was ever allowed to touch upon the cricket that was being played. So whatever happened, whether this was the right thing for BCCI, whether the governors, the cricket was never impacted. And I think that is the one single favor that we have done. That your basic cricket infrastructure, system, coaching remained stable throughout all of it.
Did Kohli become a better player from 2011?
100%.
Did Bumrah become a better player from 2013? Has Shubman Gill become a better player from 2020? Yes, there are a lot of players who've fallen by the wayside. But when you've got this large base and you look at your key players and say, are they getting better? Even someone like Shreyas. Shreyas Iyer got better in the last 2 years. Of course he has. So you see, all these people are actually getting better. There's some who are stagnating.